Hi folks, hope you're well. Blake here and I'm back with another beginner's guitar lesson. This time going over how to play bar chords and more specifically the E form bar chords, and I'll talk about what that means in a minute. If you are new to the channel, then for this video I recommend you know the following things. First of all, what the notes are going up the bass E string and where to find them and how to remember them, and I've covered that in this video and you can check it out in the cards above. And also you need to know how to play open E major and E minor chords. And I go over those chords as well as more in this video. Now bar chords allow us to play chords all over the neck of the guitar, and the caged system, that's C, A, G, E, D, gives us 5 open chord shapes, so the C, the A, the G, the E and the D, that we can move up and down the neck or transpose to play different chords. In this video we're going to focus on the E form bar chord. So going from an E major chord or an E minor chord to other chords on the guitar, for instance a G major or G minor. So here's how we do that. Okay, so as a very brief reminder, here's how to play an open E major chord. You take your first finger here, you put it on the first fret of the G string, then you take your second and third fingers and put them on the second fret of the A string and the D string. You play all the strings. So in an E major chord we're playing the notes E, G sharp and B. The difference between E and G sharp is 4 notes. So from E we've got F, F sharp, G and G sharp, and that's what makes it an E major chord rather than an E minor chord. So here's the notes we're playing here. So it's an E on the bass E string, a B on the A string, the second fret, an E on the D string, a G sharp on the G string, and then a B on the open B string, and an E on the high E string. Now as you can see, the only G sharp note here is here on this G string, what we're playing with our first finger. So to get from an E major to an E minor, all we have to do is lower the note that makes up the third. So rather than being 4 notes, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, we've now got 3 notes, F, F sharp, G. And to play this one we usually take our 2 fingers, put our first finger on the second fret of the A string and put our second finger on the second fret of the D string. And that's the E minor chord. So E major, E minor. Okay, so that's the open chord, but what if we want to play other chords rather than E? Well, for the kind of cheating version we can use a capo. So say if I take my capo and put it here on the first fret, I've moved all the notes up by 1 note, or in other words 1 fret, or you might also say a semitone. So the E becomes an F, the G sharp becomes an A, and the B becomes a C, because there's no notes between B and C. So if I play an E now with the capo on, that's actually an F major chord. So the notes that we're playing are F, A and C. So if I play it again, we've got an F here on the bass string, it's the first fret of what the capo is touching. Then we've got here our C on the third fret. Then the third fret of the D gives us an F note. And then there is our A, again the same third. And then for the bottom 2, we've got a C on the open chord, but it's not open because of course it's down, pressed down on the first fret by the capo, and then again the E becomes an F. So that's the easy way. With our capo on, we're playing an F, but to us we're doing the exact same shape as the E. So if we now take off the capo, we know that to get the notes of the F chord we have to push all of these notes down, as well as adding our E shape. So for our E shape we want the frets 3 on the A string, 3 on the D string and 2 on the G string, but we also have to press down the notes here. So we make a bar, that's B-A-R-R-E, or a kind of fake capo if you like, with our finger. So rather than using something to press the strings down, we do it ourselves. Now this can be a little tricky if you've never done it before. What you want is that all the notes are pressed down. You don't want any buzzing. You don't want any notes completely silenced. You want to play all of them. So take a little bit of time to practice this, and this is what it looks like. So what we do, for an F major chord for instance, we take our first finger, we press it down, kind of try to put your thumb quite low down, and then you'll have the kind of space to reach up and cover all of the frets with your first finger. So we press that down, we take our second finger, we put it on the second fret of the G string, and we take our third and fourth fingers, we put it on the third fret of the A string for our third finger, and the third fret of the D string for our fourth finger. You don't want to press down too hard, but press down hard enough that you hear all the notes. So here's an F major. And you can hear we get the same sound as if we've got a capo playing. So if we put a capo on here and the E, again we get our F major chord. Again, this works the same with minor chords. So if rather than doing F major, we want to do an F minor bar chord, we just take our first finger off and we'd put those two fingers on. That's how we do it with a capo. If we wanted to bar it, it looks like this. So again, with a bar, we apply our finger across the first fret, covering this F major note, and we take our two smallest fingers here and we put them in the same place as the major. So for the major, we put our middle finger on the G string, and for the minor, we just take our middle finger off. And again, they sound the same. So if I show you an example with and without a capo, here's an F minor using the capo, and here's an F minor using a bar chord. Okay, so once we know that, we can apply this going all the way up the strings. We know that when we get to the 12th fret here, we reach the octave, so we're back to E. So if we were to play it here, we get an E minor at the 12th fret. And we need to know all these notes on the bass E string. Again, I've covered it in that other video that you can watch, and it'll help you know how to know them and how to remember them. We're just going to go over a few here. So starting with the majors, we know that the first fret is an F major. If we apply this shape at the 3rd fret, we get a G major. If we apply it at the 5th, we get an A major. If we apply it at the 7th, we get a B major. And if we apply it at the 9th, we get a C sharp major. And the reason I've picked those notes is because they follow the indents on the guitar. So although the 1st fret doesn't have one here, for the rest you can see the indent dots here. So this is the 3rd fret, the G, this is the A, the 5th, this is the B, the 7th, and this is the C sharp, the 9th, and at the 12th is the octave. And of course, by just applying the minor shape, we get the minor of all those chords. So from F major to F minor, from G major to G minor, A major to A minor, B major to B minor, C sharp major to C sharp minor. Okay, so that's it, but I'm going to give you a little exercise to help you remember it. So in a previous video, I went through all the chords that you can build in the key of C. Again, that's here, and it'll be in the cards above if you want to check it out. And we're going to take some of those chords, start off with playing open chords, and then go to playing bar chords bit by bit. And here's what it's going to sound like. We're in the key of C. We're going to play the chords F, G, C, and A minor. In other words, say the 4th, 5th, 1st, and 6th chords of the key. If you don't know what that means, it's no problem. I'll talk about it in another video, and I have in the video I've just pointed out. And we're going to do it like this. Okay, and then once we've done that twice through, we're going to start slowly introducing bar chords, starting with the F, and then the G, and then the C, and the A minor. So we're going to do 2 runs through, 2 bars of each version, and it's going to look like this and help you hopefully get the changes. So F, G, C, A minor, F, G, and then we're going to change to F bar chord, G, C, A. Now F and G bar chords. Now F, G and C major bar chords. Now all bar chords, remember A is a minor, so play it slightly different using that other shape to the other 3 major chords. So it goes like this. And we end on C. Okay, that's how to play E form bar chords all the way up the neck, and you can use it to play any chord you want, major and minor, using bar chords. My advice would be try it a little bit every day until you get used to it. It can be a bit hard to get the bar positioning right, and you might feel some ache in your fingers to begin with, but you'll get there. And feel free to do the exercise, I think it'll help you, and also feel free to play the favourite songs you like playing and substitute some of the open chords for bar chords and see how you get on. Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please like it, please comment, let me know what you'd like me to cover in a future lesson. Please share it, and if you could hit that subscribe and little notification bell, then you'll make my day, and also you'll get every video that I release from here on out. Thanks very much, take care of yourself, see you next time.